It's been a while. Hi. Hi. In case you haven't seen my face or you haven't been attending my Twitch streams, then you might not actually know who I am anymore. Hi, my name is Maiga Vidal, and welcome to my channel. Jack is currently here, just like, why are you talking? There's no stream going on. Come on. For those of you, I don't know if any of you guys actually remember the pup. Hi. This is Jack. He's officially a year old now, which is crazy. Actually, he'll turn 2 in like 3 months. All right, so angle change after that call. What can I say? I am definitely very out of practice from doing YouTube videos, but I don't want my scrambliness to get kind of in the way of this reintroduction. So as most of you know, if you're still following this channel somehow, thank you. I haven't posted in over 6 months, maybe 7 months, because I wanted to work on a new project, wanted to work on a completely new medium, and let's talk about that. So if you go anywhere, kind of where I'm at, which has been mostly Twitch and TikTok, and of course you can like find me on Twitter and stuff like that. Kind of my little punchy headline of like, who is Maiga Vidal, is now very concisely wrapped up to musical theater writer and co-working streamer. Both of those things are true. They are symbiotic in their relationship to each other. And yes, I am now writing musicals. If you've been I'm talking like long time fan of me, of my work, you might know that in undergrad I actually got my BA in theater and psych. So I obviously, theater's kind of in my blood. I was the thing that I was like known for in high school. I was the theater kid. Not to mention I was obsessed with musicals and all that stuff. And then I went into songwriting as kind of a response to how horrible the theater had treated me in my undergrad, to be able to kind of take control over my own voice and my own narrative. And I guess deep down when I started songwriting, my biggest goal was to write a musical someday, but through the process of learning to songwrite, I developed my songwriting technique more in the singer-songwriter vibe as I went into a very deep kind of 60s, 70s phase. But in a way, all that roundabout learning is now leading me to my actual passion and kind of an amalgamation of everything I love together, which is writing a musical. So much has happened that if I were to tell you everything that has happened in the last 6 months in this video, we would literally be here all day. I've come to realize that there are 2 aspects to my creative process. The first is that I need to not feel alone in it. And the second is that I need a way to be able to remind myself what I've done. As someone with ADHD, sorry, that's new. Technically haven't been diagnosed yet. I have read up on it so much that I am self-diagnosing as this. Self-diagnosis is really important. I'm looking to get it worked out because my anxiety has been all over the place, but trying to work around my actual things has led to a more healthy, productive lifestyle, or at least I'm working towards that. But that is an aside. Let's jump to this. I've realized those 2 things. I need to not feel alone, and I need something for my memory because my memory is so short-term in the minutia of kind of working the show. And as someone who is working and attempting to plot, this is just act 1. You will watch the vlog later that's coming out next week with all of this explained. But in reality, like, it's just me writing lyrics, music, and the script. So it's a lot for one person to handle, and the thorough line and minutia in my vlogs are very, very important to me. So what does that mean? First off, I am bringing, if you are here again, over a year ago, the home studio vlog back. It's not a home studio vlog in the typical sense. Back then I was really struggling with feeling like I was doing work that was important. I no longer feel that way. It'll be kind of a continuation of my TikTok project, which was writing a queer POC musical. It's my little, hi, I'm Maiga, welcome back to writing a musical. That's still gonna be the vibe of the vlogs. Very chill, very easy to edit with very little transitions, because the point of the vlogs are of course to share the process with you, to remember and like know what I'm working on and what the next thing is. But the point of that for me, at least for right now, is to present a portfolio of my work, and the portfolio of my work is the writing process. jack. And so that wraps up kind of the vlog question, which ties into the reintroduction of this channel, which is the thing I keep saying I'm going to talk about and then go on 50 bajillion tangents. I have changed dramatically as a person. The pandemic, which I'm sure has affected everyone who's watching this video, has not only thoroughly affected my day-to-day life. Last time I was on here, I was literally getting my certificate in music production, which I literally cannot do anymore because it is like being in the room, plugging in cables, being in the studio sort of thing. Can't really do that very safely in the era of COVID. But it is for me now super important to admit that the pandemic has also kind of brought me closer to myself, made me realize what things are important, what I want to spend my time on, and being a musical theater writer, which means I'm writing pretty much the whole thing on my own, really does give me a sense of purpose, and it really does fulfill me in so many different ways because I get to tell the story, I get to write songs, which is my favorite thing to do. I'm picking up so many new skills, and I can't wait to share that with you here on YouTube and just kind of reintroduce myself to the community here and hopefully other people who are interested in musical theater, because that's ultimately the goal, right? Spread the gospel of our dear late beloved Stephen Sondheim. Anyway, the point of this is that I also want to talk about my 2022 goals, but how can I talk to you about my 2022 goals if you don't even remember me, right? 2021 was one of the worst years of my life. The pandemic and just the scares and everything going on in my family was like a nightmare. But also professionally and for my career has been probably one of the best years. In that vein, I am kind of reconsidering my goals. For 2022, I want goals that are going to feel attainable, things that I can physically touch and attain. If we happen to grow as a channel, as a community, then that'll just be the little cherry on top to what I'm hoping is a very productive 2022 year and writing season. So let's talk about it. Most important thing of this year is I want to finish the musical. What does that entail? I am currently fast drafting the musical for January for NaNoWriMo. Also something else I'm doing. I'm sorry, you're jumping in mid-story. But yes, I am currently fast drafting the show, which means I am writing out all the scenes in the show, at least kind of the feel for it. It is going to be a bit dummy lyric, mostly dummy lyric for this very, very fast draft. And scenes between characters, I'm trying to develop the dynamic. I'm hoping to finish fast drafting Act 1 by the end of the week. Again, watch the vlog to see if that happens. And then fast draft Act 2 by the end of that, and then legitimately start songwriting and getting these songs into whippable shape. My plan is to finish before fall 2022, which would be around September, have a functioning musical. That means over 29 songs, over almost like 32 scenes, all written by me, scored, printed, edited, but first draft. Once it's done, do a stage reading on my channel. Get actors, do an audition process, and do a stage reading of it for Twitch. I have been thoroughly sharing the entire process, not only vlogging it, but on Twitch. So the community on there knows the show, knows the characters, and their feedback has been invaluable to me as a writer. It's that live theater audience, but in the chat rather than like in the theater. And if you haven't been keeping up to date, the theater is very much one of the most effective industries during the pandemic. So being able to do that online in a safe environment where I can get actors in will really, really help, not only editing the show, but also like making theater online. If you're interested in auditioning, if you're interested in the project at all, join the Discord. That's where all the information will be, because that's the plan. So I need to finish the show to have a stage reading. And once I have a stage reading, I want to apply to the Dramatists Guild. That is kind of the big goal of the year. By having a professional kind of staged reading online, that would qualify me potentially for the Dramatist Guild. I don't really know how their online workshop structure works, but I'd love the idea to be able to have some protection, especially because a lot of this work is pretty much original. It's all by me, even the story and everything. I'm not adapting like a standing work of art, which is great. It means I have absolute control over the writing of it, but that's kind of the cincher, right? All of these little mini goals of finishing the musical, and having a stage reading are leading to kind of my big desire to join the Dramatist Guild by the end of the year. After the musical, I really only have about 2 more goals that I think I'm going to be focusing on. The first is I want to listen to 30 new cast recordings. How does that affect you? I'm not only going to listen to the 30 cast recordings, I'm actually going to record myself during a first reaction of the show, and then at the end of the year I'm going to do kind of like 30 videos, like kind of talk about the shows after I've sat with them for a while. So give you the first reaction and then the long-term reaction, because I do feel like that's what's missing. I've always been obsessed with cast recordings, so I'm very much looking forward to starting this project of 30 new cast recordings and then sharing that with you this year. And then my last goal, right, number 5, it's only 5 goals, they're all really big though. Last but not least is to remain consistent, which has been a great source of not only validation and inspiration, but of like commitment to my show. It's very hard to write on your own. I know that for a fact. So having to show up on stream to host one of the greatest joys of my life, which is our little coneflower community over there, is the reason why I write so much. Like, I can't imagine letting these amazing people down. So I want to continue Twitch as much as I can, keep fostering what's going on there, just tend to the little coneflower garden as much as I can. But I also want to make these videos. I want to make my vlogs, to make my little project this year of the 30 cast recordings, share that with you, and then wrap them up at the end of the year. I want to just vlog more. I have been doing some behind the scenes vlogs that are just kind of waiting to come to light when the time is right. And then last but not least, I'd like potentially to hit some like numerical goals. Again, I have no control over those, so definitely more dream, more aspirational, but I'm just gonna go through them real fast. Fast round. I'd like to become a Twitch partner. I'd like to hit 1,000 followers on there. I'd like to hit 3K here. I don't know if it's possible. We will see. I'd love to make money from the content that I make. So that's kind of the plan, just really kind of monetize it along. We musical theater people can't even self-publish, like that's not even a thing we can do. We really don't get paid until like we sell the show, and even then you don't get paid until like the rights are available, so that other shows, so that other like schools and like community theaters and stuff can do the show. So it's a very, very long game. And well, after seeing Jonathan Larson in Tick Tick Boom, I realized how like blessed I am, but also how desperate I need to be to kind of reach for these goals if I can do something. And I think kind of my 5 main goals will only add to those things happening. And so with that, yeah, this video went on for way too long. It certainly wasn't what I was expecting. I obviously have some personal goals that I want to do, but I will not be talking about those on here because they are just for me. So yeah, that pretty much sums that up. I keep having, for those of you like who have noticed this on the screen the whole time that I'm sure has been there, I'm using Final Draft now. So if you want to know more about how I'm using Final Draft to write my show, you can check out the vlog that'll be coming up after this. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share it, because that really, really helps. And if you have made it to this point in the video and still want to be subscribed to me, thank you so much for supporting artists and allowing us to kind of find different facets in our work. My husband asked me yesterday, is this the thing that you want to do forever? And forever is a very, very big word. This will be the last thing I say. But in that moment, it hit me that I have never felt more fulfilled in my life than I do writing this thing that is literally going to kill me. And in a way, there's joy in that for me. But maybe it's because I'm a masochist. All right, everyone. I'll see you next time with a new video. Bye.